Wonder Class, and welcome to our science lesson on Wednesday the 10th of February 2021. So the learning objective for today's lesson is, can I create my own habitat? So by the end of this lesson, you will reflect on habitats previously looked at, learn about 5 new habitats, and design a habitat of your own. To start us off, I would like you to think about the different habitats we have explored and discussed. For example, the park, our homes, trees, and our world. There are also 5 habitats that we have not yet looked at in very much detail, and I'm going to talk to you about them now. So we have a desert. A desert is full of miles and miles of sand dunes. Some deserts are rocky with scattered plants and shrubs. There are even deserts that are icy and cold. Deserts are known for their lack of rain. They are also known for their overall lack of water. They have dry soil. Here are some of the famous deserts. So we have the Sahara Desert in northern Africa, the Arabian Desert in the Middle East, the Gobi Desert in northern China, and the Mongolia and the Kalahari Desert in Africa. So living things here are things such as meerkats, camels, reptiles, horned toads and scorpions, grasshoppers, cacti, and short trees. So can you see this picture here? We've got some beautiful examples of the desert. Forests. It never gets really hot or really cold. There are 4 distinct seasons. There is lots of rain throughout the year in a forest. There is fertile soil, rotted leaves, and other decaying matter, providing a rich, deep soil that is good for trees to grow strong roots. It's located in several locations around the world. There is a wide variety of living things: tall trees, rabbits, squirrels, foxes, deer, black bears, mountain lions, skunks, timber wolves, birds, and hawks. Here are some examples of some of these animals. Grassland. Also known as savannas, wide expanses of land filled with low-growing plants such as grasses and wildflowers. The amount of rain is not enough to grow tall trees and produce a forest, but it is enough to not form a desert. Some animals that live in the grassland: dogs, wolves, prairie, turkeys, eagles, weasels, bobcats, foxes, geese, snakes, mice, and rabbits. Plants that grow there: grasses, buffalo grass, blue grama grass, needlegrass, blue stem, and switchgrass. So here are some examples, and you can see the grassland. It's got lots of different lengths of grass. As you can see, there's things that are growing in the grass. The grass is of various different green and beige type of colours. And we have the wetland, a combination of land and water, land saturated with water, so land which is got water soaked into it. Land may be mostly underwater for part of the year or just flooded at certain times. It supports aquatic plants. Animals here are things such as alligators, crocodiles, beavers, minks, raccoons, and deers. Plants are things such as milkweed, water lilies, duckweed, and cypress trees. And the tundra. So the tundra is a cold and treeless plain where harsh conditions make it hard for plants and animals to survive. It's cold, dry, and barren. Long winters and short summers. It only has 2 seasons. Around 20% of the Earth's land surface is covered with tundra. Animals here: caribou, Arctic hare, ermine, Arctic fox, snowy owls, and musk oxen. Plants here are things such as grasses, shrubs, herbs, and lichens. So this time has come, my explorers. You'll be making your very own habitat. You can pick one from the 5 that we have looked at in today's lesson, or one that you have thought of independently. Here are some ways you could make it at home or in school. So for the desert, you could fill a shoebox or plastic container with sand. Make the sand surface uneven. Make sand dunes and ditches by moving the sand around with your hand. Scatter a few rocks in the box. Add 2 or 3 pieces of greenery. Cacti live in the desert because they can hold water. Or if you want to make a forest, you could use a shoebox or a plastic container halfway with dirt. You could put leaves in from the trees. Maple, oak, walnut trees are commonly found in forests. Cut a piece of blue plastic, wrap and set it on the dirt. This acts as the water. You can paint this too. Grassland, you could cut out a piece of plastic, lay it in the shoebox or plastic container, add greenery, cut a blue piece of plastic wrap for a water, set it in the habitat, and you can paint this also. Or you could also do a wetland, paint the surface blue, fill the rest of the box with dirt and add a bit of greenery. And for the tundra, you could make hills and dunes, use blue tissue paper or paint along the edge for water and add greenery. So here are your challenges. Now these are just ideas of what you could do, but obviously at home, I'm not sure exactly what you have access to as in equipment and material. So whatever you have, you can be using. So on a piece of paper or whiteboard, design your habitat. Pick one environment. Think about the living things that would live there. What features would you need to include so that your design is accurate to the habitat that you have chosen? Then number 2 is to build your very own habitat. You can choose to do this on a piece of paper or experiment with a shoebox or container. And number 3 is the walking gallery. Show off your habitat, talk about it, present it to those around you. Be sure to post it on Tapestry. Explain what makes your habitat so special. So these are the activities for today's lesson. They sound really fun and I hope you enjoy doing them, and I really do look forward to seeing your work on Tapestry. That's all from me today. Bye everyone.